My stories come from things I've experienced, people I've met along the way, and Not in the Heart is loosely based on a fellow that I knew when I was in college. His name is Sean Calebs. He reported for CNN for many years. I met him at Marshall University and at WSAZ TV in Huntington, West Virginia, where we worked together. I was an intern. He was working part-time, full-time. And we would go out on the weekends and he would shoot my stories for me and I would shoot his stories for him. There was no union involved in the whole thing. You couldn't do that these days. But I remember one horrific long shot that I gave him on it was a live shot, and he was at some railroad station. I vaguely recall it was a strike over something. And he never let me live down this. He looked like he was on a football field, the other end of a football field, and I kind of zoomed in on him. But Sean went a long way from Huntington, West Virginia, and he reported on wars and rumors of wars. And I've followed the trajectory of his career and what he's done. He was the fellow on CNN who lived on food stamps for a month and did those reports for a cable TV show. But Sean had a hard life in a lot of ways, and one experience he had was when he went to Columbia, South Carolina. He was the pool reporter for an execution, and he got to interview the fellow who was going to be executed. And he's talked with me since then, telling me this story and what it did to his psyche, what it did to him emotionally, and how much just conflict this put in him. And so I used his experience with the main character to show some of the backstory in his life and what brought him to where he is. The main character has a gambling addiction. The main character is estranged from his wife and his family. The main character is out of work. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in his life that would make you feel very, very sorry for him, and yet he makes these decisions, he makes these choices in his life that you just want to grab him and shake him. So as you read the story, Sean is not necessarily the pattern for all of the rest of that stuff, but these life choices that we make can sometimes come back to haunt us. But I wanted the reader to know that you're never beyond hope and you're never beyond redemption, even with all of the bad choices that you've made in your life.